Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Molly. Today I'm going to show you guys everything I use to journal, do my little like bullet journal type thing, and just like anything that I use in my journals, just like all that I do. I thought this would be a little fun video to do, kind of short, quick, show you guys all my favorite pens, markers, just everything, literally everything. I wanted to start off by showing you guys the notebooks that I use. I always love finding cute notebooks from like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and like this journal I love, this little notebook I should say, but I always use regular notebooks as journals. For a while I tried using a bullet journal, but I just never stuck to it. I decided to end up just like starting to use my little notebooks that I have because I have so many cute notebooks that I just keep using. This one is just like this white notebook with rose gold like accents, and the inside cover is like pink with little white polka dots. It's super cute. I do have a table of contents in the beginning of this one. I don't really use it that often. I love that the pages, they have the little date at the top. You definitely like can't see it, but they have like a little section for the date. And this one I used for like my bullet journal like I was saying, and I'll get more into it after. I'm just gonna show you guys the journals first. Then I have this cute one that says thoughts on it. This one is also from Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and I'm gonna use this until I run out of space, and so far I'm about halfway through it. I fill up every page before I continue to the next one, and I love it. It's super cute. I love that it says thoughts because I literally use this journal to write my thoughts in. And again, Marshall's, TJ Maxx. This one I know this was from like Home Goods or Marshall's, TJ Maxx, one of them, and this was actually a birthday present a couple of years ago, I think. Birthday, Christmas, I got it as a gift. I know that from one of my friends. And this is another little journal. I like this one because of course it's sparkly. However, it does shed, like the sparkles get everywhere, so like my bed's gonna be covered in sparkles after this, but it's okay. And I do like the pages on this one too. It's like a normal journal, and I ended up like converting it halfway through once I finally found a place for it. This is just like a normal line journal. I figured I'll show you guys that, and then I feel like I should show you guys what journals are for what first and how I like journal, and then I'll show you guys my favorite markers and stuff, which are all here. I have so many. Pens are my favorite thing ever. And I feel like I'll start with this one because this one's the easiest one to do first. So this is my little thoughts notebook, and I literally write down my thoughts in here because I just kind of write down everything I'm thinking just to get everything out, and it feels so good to do. And I haven't been doing it as much when I'm home, but I do it every single day when I'm at school, which feels so nice to just have something different to talk about every day. So like I said, I'm like halfway through this, and I definitely have another notebook somewhere here to use once I fill this one up. Hopefully in the next few months I'll be able to fill it up. It varies from half a page to an entire page to a page and a half, 2 pages a day. It just depends what I'm doing. And for this journal, I change up the color of writing like every single day. I don't even know if you can see, but every passage depending on the day is a different color. And for this, I love using little fine liners. So I do have the Stabilo ones at school, the Stabilo fine liners. Those are really nice. I kept them there. And then these ones are from like Marshall's or something that I got, I don't even know when, but they're just like a bunch of colored fine liners. They are Art Alternatives 0.4 millimeter. I think the ones that I have at school are the 0.38 ones by Stabilo, but they're just cute little fine liner pens that I love using for writing and journaling. Sometimes I used to use these in like my little coloring books too. That's what I use in these and the Stabilo ones, just depending on where I am and what I have on hand. This is like a lifesaver for me. It just like relieves all stress. I'm gonna move on to this one. So this one is kind of like, I wanted it to be like my manifesting journal, like law of attraction type thing, when I was trying to do that stuff a little bit, and I haven't really used it in a while. I basically wrote down a little bit of law of attraction and a couple quotes in the very beginning, but then I started to come up with like a little journaling guide. I think I saw like a TikTok or like a video or something about how people like to journal with like manifesting kind of thing. In this journal, I like to write a couple things I'm grateful for that day, and then some things I'm trying to manifest into my life, and then also affirmations, and then scripting. I haven't done that in a long time. Scripting, it's basically writing out your goals as if they've already happened, like as they're in your life. I really want to get back into doing this one more. I also started writing some like conclusion thoughts about my books I've been reading. This is how I like to set up my like journal spreads. This one's from January of 2021, which is kind of crazy because it's almost been a year since I've written this one. To use this, I always love using brush markers. Some of my favorites that are pretty inexpensive are in this little container here that I got at the Container Store a while ago. Markers are my favorite thing in the world, so like that's why I have so many. The Zebra Mild Liner brush markers are really nice. You can find these at Michael's. Obviously the highlighters are nice too, and I actually did use the highlighters for a long time to make my headings because you can still use them like brush marker. You'd basically just like thicken up parts of the letter and keep the other parts thin, so it's pretty easy to do. Brush markers are my favorite thing ever, so zebra mild liners, and I love that they have the double-sided end, so that way you can write in thin tip on the other end. That's where I would write gratitude, manifesting, and stuff like that. I guess it always kind of changed it up however it was feeling. Another favorite that I found relatively recently are the Artist Loft ones. These are just like the Michaels ones. The dual tip marker, watercolor dual tip marker from Artist Loft. These are actually really nice, and they're really inexpensive. I actually do like those a lot. If you wanted to like splurge and like you're gonna be needing calligraphy markers for anything, a nice set of them, then I'd recommend the Tombow ones. These are my favorite ever. Oh, I love Tombow brush markers. I have so many, and they're my favorite thing ever. I do have a bunch at school as well. I have 2 packs at school. They've been actually having them at Marshall's a lot lately, so you can definitely find them there, but a lot of times Michael's will have them on sale. They usually have good deals, so I love these markers. You can find them anywhere. Oh, I also have Instagram caption ideas in here, and then I also have hacking list. This was from Summit this year. Oh my god, this is my subscriber chart. I need to fill this out right now. 817 is the number I've been using, but I think I might have left it at school, so we can't fill it out till I'm back because I need the 817 brush marker to do it. I left it at school, so we can't do that, but I have to fill this out. I've been having like a bubble chart, so I haven't filled it out since I had 350. I'm now at almost 600, so that's crazy, you guys. Throw a bunch of random stuff in this journal, but I've been trying to really focus on getting my affirmations and things like that in, so I really do like this. I've been adding quotes and stuff in there too. No, I just really love taking the time to do this like manifesting journal, because it just shows me how grateful I am and lucky to have like the things that I have. The next thing is my actual like bullet journal. So this is probably one of my favorite ones. It took me a really long time to figure out like a system that would work. So I have a planner, but I also have like a bullet journal, and I love this thing. I'm gonna show you guys December's because that's the best. I'm gonna be doing a plan with me for June 2022 very soon also. Oh, I've also been keeping a list of all the books I've read in 2021 and also books that I want to read, and then I'm gonna have a list for books I read in 2022 because I've been really into reading. Like I'm almost done that book that I started 2 days ago. Okay, so for every month I start by listing my goals out for the month, and I divide it into categories, and I usually just have 4 categories. So YouTube, health and fitness, personal, and then money. For YouTube this month, I'll show you guys like all my goals. For this month I have 600 subscribers, which I'm almost at. I was setting a pretty good goal, and like I'm almost there. I'm very proud of myself. A video every day, which well I have not succeeded in. I did take a couple days off, but it's okay. I did most days, so I feel pretty good, and I'm going to do most days and stay on top of planning, filming, and editing. After those few days off, I've been getting better at, so like I'm pretty good, proud of that so far. And I like to just keep checking in with myself as these come on, so that way I can like keep catching up. Health and fitness, I want to work out 4 to 5 days a week. I want to be fully gluten-free, and for the most part I've been doing that. 2 big waters per day, minimum 5,000 steps a day, no soda, low sugar coffees and drinks, so like Starbucks, whole unprocessed foods, and 3 meals a day. I've been getting a lot better at that, definitely. Avoid unhealthy snacking. And then personal journal 5 to 6 mornings per week. I have not been doing that because when I'm home I don't remember, not that I don't remember, it's just that I don't have enough as much time to do it because I'm not giving myself as much time. When I'm at school I do it every single day, and I don't know what's different about that. I'm at self-care night at least 1 day each week. I've definitely been doing that. Read before bed minimum 5 days a week. Plan out days and get to-dos done daily. I'm getting there. Money, no spending on items that I just want. Try to come up with a budget to keep. Have not done that. Avoid eating out unless you're with your family. Spend money as little as possible. I did give myself the exception of being in Savannah and Daytona with Bella because I had to like buy myself food, but other than that like I've been okay. And then 1 page of my spending log. So far if I take away all the days I was in Savannah and stuff, then I feel like it might be okay because I have like 5 or 6 purchases per day for being in Savannah, Daytona. My trip takes up almost an entire page, so I think I can excuse that. And then I did have a place for my budget, which I have not filled out. So I did do something like this for November that I tried to figure out, and I feel like when I'm in Savannah it's easier to do. I don't know, I think a lot of things are easier for me to do in Savannah. I don't know why, but it just is. But my spending log, I track everything that I spend my money on, which insane. To be fair, I was away and I was eating out because that's what I had to do. Here to here, all of this was from being away. So like it was like buying food, Ubering, food, checked bag at the airport, just like so much stuff. I could excuse myself from that, I guess. I have 8 purchases, not including that Savannah trip, so I feel good about myself. Okay, then I have a habit tracker where I write down a bunch of habits, and then every single day I check off if I did them, if I didn't, just to see like how like good I'm keeping with all my habits. So for the first one, it's my reading, if I read that day at all. Then journaling, so basically this journal, if I do this journal. My bullet journal, if I fill out my bullet journal at all. No spending, if I didn't spend any money that day. Then 5,000 steps is another thing, if I walk 5,000 steps that day. Drinking 2 full waters, I have not done that very often. If I worked out, and then if I posted a video, that's my habit tracker. I just like to look back and see like that. And then the next thing are my little tracker things. So first one's my activity log. So it's really pretty actually, and every day I write down how much, like the statistics of my watch. So basically every day I write down how many steps I walked, how long I stood for, so like whatever my watch said, so like the 13 out of 12 for example, and then how many calories I burned. I don't know, that was just a fun statistic I thought I'd add. I could have done like the minutes I've worked out that day, but it's not always accurate. I don't always put my minute for my workout in, like I don't always track my workout like on my watch. I figured I'd do like calories or something, just because it's like kind of interesting. That's just like a fun thing to look at. I just like to look at the steps mostly. But then this is the one that is scary, my screen time. This is something that I've been doing the last 3 months, 2 months. No, I did it in October. I might have done it in September too. Yeah, I did it in September. I started it in September, and I basically write down how many hours, what time I was on my phone total throughout the day. Some of these days are scary, how much I've been on my phone. Some of it I have been like using for directions. Like on Sunday I was driving, so I was using Waze for 4 hours and 15 minutes. So like that's not bad. But like at the same time I was on my phone for 2 hours on social media. I was at the airport, so I was watching TikToks waiting for my plane. But like it's just like scary to see how much I'm on my phone. Like I hate that, and that kind of motivates me to stop being on it. Like yesterday I was on my phone for 6 hours. I was on social media 4 hours and 51 minutes because I just kept scrolling on TikTok. I hate myself for doing that. It's so bad. That made me realize today like I need to get myself together, you know? I don't know, that's just like the motivation that I have. Like I can't, like it pains me to think about that. Like I just wasted 6 hours of my day on my phone. That is so long. I think I said this in one of my videos before, that in a book I read, it said, I think it was like 2 hours a day of social media or screen time or something. 2 hours a day for a year equals an entire month that you're on your phone, like just straight for a whole however many hours are in an entire month, like 24 hours a day. Like you were on your phone for that amount of time. Like my screen time is crazy high some days. It's like being on your phone for almost 5 hours of social media. That's an insane amount of time. Like I can't believe that. But that's my bullet journal. So I just really want to spend the next year bettering myself even more than I have this year, because I've grown so much, and I think going to college really helped me with that. But I think I need to like grow even more. I'm going to be setting up my 2022 goals, my bullet journal little spread, and figuring out any new spreads I want to do. That I like to call this my bullet journal. It's not really, but like it's just like a cute little journal that I like to fill out every day. That was how I journal. I hope it was like fun, it was interesting, it was something different, because I feel like I've never really seen people do as many journals as I do. I'm also very insane for like journaling, things like that. When I like something, I go to the extreme. I really love spending my time on just like me, and I need to realize that my phone does not matter. And I think I've been getting better at that this year too. My phone is not necessary to do anything. Like I don't need it. I do love filming YouTube videos. That's probably the one thing I can't live without. Like I love watching YouTube videos. That I don't care, because I usually keep those on while I'm doing other things. It's like, it's okay, you know, it's fine. Okay, that was all for today's video. I hope it was kind of fun to watch. Hope it was kind of different. Like I said, I don't really think I've seen people do it the way I do it. I hope it was nice to watch, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I want to thank every single one of you. I love you all so much, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.